In a village between the hills and the forest, there lived an old man named Aaron, who was known for speaking slowly as if every word had to pass through the roots of the earth before leaving his mouth. He lived in a cottage near the edge of the woods where the last stone path disappeared into moss, and every evening children gathered around him to hear stories. Some asked for tales of kings, others asked for monsters, but whenever the wind grew soft and the sun lowered behind the trees, Aaron told only one tale. He called it the tale of Mother Nature. Long before this village had a name, Aaron began. Before our fathers had built houses here, before their fathers planted wheat, before even the oldest graves were dug beneath the churchyard, Mother Nature walked through the world without a body. The children leaned closer. Was Mother Nature a person? One asked. Aaron smiled. Not a person like you or me. She had no face, yet everyone knew her. She lived in the river's voice, in the branches' creak, in the robin's morning cry. She did not speak with words, she spoke through everything. He then pointed toward the darkening forest. When the wind passes through the pine needles, that is her whisper. When rain taps on leaves, that is her fingers. When thunder rolls across the mountains, that is her drum. Even silence belongs to her, because silence is never empty. Silence is where the smallest sounds are finally brave enough to be heard. The village children had always believed silence meant nothing, but after Aaron said this, they grew quiet and listened. Beyond the cottage, the forest breathed. Crickets chirped softly in the grass. Some were far off, an owl called once into the dusk. The leaves moved gently above them, steady and patient, as if the world itself were breathing slowly. Aaron continued. In those days, people forgot how to listen. They built markets and roads, raised bells and towers, argued over land, silver, pride, and names. Their days became loud, but their hearts became hollow. They mistook noise for life. They forgot that the world had been speaking to them all along. He looked toward the children carefully. And one day, a man from the village grew tired. Not tired in the body, but tired in the soul. He worked endlessly, chased success, worried constantly, and filled his life with things he thought would finally make him whole. Yet the more he gained, the emptier he felt. So he wandered into the forest, not searching for anything, only wanting to escape the noise of the world. The young man walked beneath ancient trees whose trunks were wider than doorways. At first, the forest unsettled him. There were no shouting merchants, no rolling carts, no endless conversations. The quiet had made him uncomfortable because he had lived so long surrounded by noise that peace felt unnatural. But as he walked deeper, the silence changed. He heard water moving softly over stones. He heard insects hidden within tall grass. He heard bark groaning gently as the wind bent old trees. He heard his own breathing begin to slow. For the first time in years, he realized the world was not silent at all. It was alive. Then Mother Nature appeared. Not as a woman, not as a glowing spirit, but as a presence moving through everything around him at once. The river shimmered with her voice. The leaves trembled with her breath. The birds carried a song through the branches. Even the stones beneath his feet seemed to hum with the memory of rain. The young man fell to his knees and wept, though he did not understand why. Mother Nature spoke to him without words. She showed him that the river did not rush because men were impatient. It flowed because flowing was its nature. The trees did not bloom to impress human eyes. They bloomed because spring always returned. Birds did not sing because they wished to be heard. They sang because morning had arrived. The world was not performing for mankind. It was simply existing, and in that existence, there was peace. The young man remained in the forest until sunset. When he returned to the village, nothing about his life had changed outwardly. He was not richer or stronger, but something inside him was quieted. He no longer believed he had to carry the weight of the world upon his shoulders. He understood that life moved in cycles, far older than his fears. Spring would arrive, summer would ripen, autumn would let go, winter would reset, and then spring would return once more. Aaron bent down and picked up a fallen leaf beside his chair. It was brown and brittle, curled softly at the edges. People fear endings, he said quietly, but nature does not. A leaf falls and the tree is not ashamed. Snow covers the field and the earth does not despair. A flower dies and still the root waits patiently beneath the soil. Mother Nature teaches us that rest is not failure, change is not cruelty, and loss is not the end of the song. The children sat silently around him now. One day, Euron continued, all of us will be gone. I will be gone. You too will grow old and leave this world too. This village may disappear. These homes may crumble. The road may vanish beneath grass. But the wind will still move through these trees. Rain will still darken the soil. Birds will still wake the morning. Deer will still cross the valley at dawn. The seasons will continue turning, whether we are here to witness them or not. One child frowned sadly. That sounds lonely. Euron smiled softly. No, he said, it is comforting. How? Because it means we belong to something greater than ourselves. We do not need to last forever to matter. A song does not live forever either. Yet while it is played, it is beautiful. A life is the same. The forest darkened slowly around them, but no one moved to leave. Euron's voice softened further. When you feel lost, go where the world still lives without asking anything from you. Sit beneath a tree, stand beside water, watch clouds drift without demanding they explain themselves. Mother Nature does not ask you to prove your worth. She simply reminds you that you are alive, and sometimes that alone is enough. He looked toward the forest again. This is why nature becomes a retreat, not because it removes us from life, but because it returns us to it. The world of people teaches us to hurry, compare, regret, and fear, but the forest remembers what we are beneath all that noise. The river remembers, the wind remembers. They remind us that we belong to the same cycle as everything else. A cool breeze passed through the village then, moving softly through the grass and stirring the leaves overhead like invisible music. Euron closed his eyes. Listen, he whispered. The children listened carefully. At first they heard nothing. Then they heard everything. The hush of trees, the pulse of crickets, the distant stream, the low breathing of evening itself. The world around them was not empty or still. It was singing, and beneath it all was silence. Not the silence of absence, but the silence that carries life gently within it. The silence that is Mother Nature's voice. Euron opened his eyes and smiled. That is their song, he said softly. It began long before us. It will continue long after us. And while we are here, all we must do is learn how to hear it.